Hey, what's up, y'all? Alex here in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We're at the corner of, we're at the intersection of Yonge and Front Streets, just east of Union Station, and it is a beautiful Friday morning here. Today is Black Friday, which is one of the busiest shopping days of the year, and most of the shopping malls have opened up early, including the Eaton Center, although I wish I would have been here earlier myself. Today is Friday, November 28th, 2025. It is just after 10:30 a.m. And now we are walking north up the west side of Yonge Street. Yesterday I did a walking video along Wellington, and I was literally during the afternoon rush hour, and I looped all the way back down here at the northeast corner of Yonge in front, and there's Brookfield Place on the left. So I thought for this Black Friday I would come downtown and see what it's like up here, and then after this I'll go into the Eaton Center. And I just did a video on the Up Express train from Pearson Airport to downtown. I did like a how-to video showing you guys how to get from the airport to here in literally half an hour. I also filmed a full ride video on the Up Express train. It took slightly longer, but at the end it was worth it. And it's good to see the sun make an appearance again, even though parts of a GTA are expected to see about 60 centimeters of snow. And it's around 2 degrees Celsius, feeling like -5. And again, happy Thanksgiving to our American viewers. I mean, yesterday was their Thanksgiving, but they have a long weekend, so. And we're gonna walk up to likely Dundas. And then after this, I'm gonna just hang around downtown. I don't know for how long. I do want to go somewhere else, so maybe Yorkdale or Sherway, and see how Black Friday is holding up over there. But yeah, I could imagine how busy these shopping malls are gonna get. I mean, they all opened up at 8 because of the those huge deals that almost all the stores have. I haven't really done a walking video in Yonge downtown in the morning in a while. So it's good to come back here for a change at this time of day. And here's King Street. Think of Yonge Street like Broadway. It's a very, very vibrant street. Lots of people and cars. And Yonge Street pretty much cuts through the heart of downtown Toronto. Here's King Subway Station on the left. Of course, we were walking up the eastern side of Line 1. There's the Starbucks. I didn't have anything to eat, but I think I'm going to go with McDonald's again. I'm just not sure which location. Probably won't be at the Eaton Center. The Chipotle is just about to open. I'm not sure whatever video ideas I may have. I'll think about it. This is the only walking video I can, come up with. Here's Adelaide Street. So we're at the eastern end of the financial district, which is the main financial core here in the city. We've talked a lot about that over the years. So Adelaide Street is a street that only goes one way eastbound, and then its sibling Richmond goes in the other direction. And these kids have freaking long light cycles. They're kind of very annoying, especially when it's cold outside. But of course, if you want an alternative to escape the cold, you could definitely make use of the underground path network. Maybe we'll cross over at Queen. Of course, Yonge Street has changed over the many decades, specifically north of Dundas. But of course, this area, no shortage of 9-to-5 workers and stuff. There's a McDonald's. I don't think I'll go to this location though. Maybe the other one at Yonge and Girard. There's Temperance Street. It's got a thumbnail here. I have walked this part of Yonge countless times, even as a born and raised Torontonian. It's always very interesting, just seeing this part of downtown at different times of the day. And of course, I've overfilmed Yonge Street like I don't know how many freaking times, but I mean I've been making videos for 5 years, so. There's my favorite Tim Hortons. I had a hot chocolate from there yesterday. Well, you know what? We'll just cross over here. To the east side of Yonge. This looks so. Again, downtown Toronto is walkable. It's not even a far walk from the Union Station to the Eaton Centre, which is a very, very busy landmark. Of course, you want to get there faster, you can take the subway, or like I said, to escape the cold, definitely take the PATH network. Just be prepared to get lost if you're a visitor here. Here's Queen Street. Of course, they are building a new light metro line called the Ontario line. Of course, that'll be a game changer for the city and to relieve congestion and overcrowding on both lines 1 and 2 and at Bloor-Yonge Station. And this is the old Hudson's Bay building that closed back in spring. And who knows what they're going to do with this entire space. And just down the street from here, St. Michael's Hospital, where I was born almost 22 years ago. And this is a restored facade here. They worked on for several years. I remember when there used to be a Sport Check right at that corner. And then I think there's going to be offices in there. I'm not too sure. There's an entrance to Queen Subway Station. I walk too freaking fast, so that's why I'm already here. I'm really trying to walk as slow as I can, but when it's so freaking cold out, like I just can't help it, right? I really can't. But I do like coming downtown in the mornings. It's really an interesting vibe. It's not that busy, but it's Black Friday, so here's the Elgin Winter and Garden Theater. Milestones on the left. And then up ahead, Yonge Dundas Square. That's the most touristy part of downtown. Especially like on a Friday night or weekends. Yeah, it gets really, really busy, full of tourists and locals among themselves. Of course, just around the corner from here is Nathan Phillips Square and City Hall. I'll be back down here tomorrow for a Cavalcade of Lights. Sapan and Yoshi are going to be down there. Near Shooter Street. Personal notice. Well, actually, probably not, because look, this part of the street is closed. It's you'll see it's Massey Hall, of course. Very popular venue here. And then, of course, St. Mike's Hospital. Man, I used to come down here all the time when I was a little kid for Christmas and other events. And this mall's still enjoyable, but it was definitely way better when I was growing up, at least. And there used to be so many good stores here too. A lot of them have disappeared and left. Some of them have come around. And this guy's being a little freaking idiot. He should have waited. Look at this! Look at this Crown Vic. To paint and protect? What, it's like an old, what's that, like an ex-cop car or something? That's freaking cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, there's a new Simon store that opened up back in September. And then the new Italy also just opened this week. Of course, you know, there used to be the Nordstrom, and a long time ago, Sears and the original Eaton's department store. And there's another theater, the Ed Mervish. Italy's expensive, but they have a really cool selection of, you know, Italian goods and stuff. Maybe we'll end the video off inside the Eaton Center, even though security, is a concern. But, you know, it's a freaking tourist area. It's a tourist attraction. Everybody always goes in there. Well, at least we'll show you guys Yonge Dundas Square, even though that's no longer what it's called. But we're not going to get into all this debate. And the fact that Dundas Station is about to be renamed to TMU, which is fucking dumb. I mean, the university itself, it's covering the cost, but it still costs a lot of taxpayers' money. I mean, I didn't mind that they renamed the university itself from Ryerson to TMU, but to rename the subway station, like, give me a fucking break. That's just my 2 cents. And somebody got stabbed here 2 days ago. But anyway, for a Friday morning, it's not too busy around here at the square. But in the afternoon into the evening, yeah, it gets way busier than that. I hear this place is gonna transform into its own holiday fest or something. And of course, it's not Yonge and Dundas without freaking sirens. Show you guys around. It's always fun coming down here, but you know, the craziest shit tends to go down here, right? From all the street preachers, buskers, and crazy people. A lot of people, even a lot of locals, say that this isn't really the safest area to go to. And look, as you can see, look, they just there's a new signage for TMU subway station. Of course, this is everybody's favorite square. Yeah, this gives me, you know, this is the pride of Toronto, right? This gives me a lot of time here to, you know, just look around, because it's not even busy down here. Not even busy. When you come back here tomorrow, different story. This place is going to be buzzing with people, tourists, locals alike. And then I think they're going to have their own, oh yeah, look, the winter market. Oh no, that's at St. Lawrence. I thought it was going to be here at the square. But regardless of what you think, I come here all the time. And I think coming here in the mornings is better. Because at least it's not much people out here. And there's not too much noise. Even though there's already one street preacher here. And sometimes they're full of hate and bigotry and all this bullshit and stuff. But at least there isn't much around here. At least on this corner. Never a dull moment. Sam the record man, they actually preserved the sign for once. I just got another thumbnail because, you know, we got the streetcar and the Simon's up here. Simon's is nice. It's a cool modern department store. So I guess they're not obsolete just yet because, you know, when the end of the Hudson's Bay came, you know, we all thought, okay, maybe that'll be it. The tradition that'll be the end of the traditional department store, but here we are. This is my favorite mall in the city. And it's finally good to get some warmth. And then for lunch, I'm gonna think about McDonald's. I'm just not sure what location that's gonna be. We're gonna avoid walking through Simon's and we'll head down a level. We'll look out for security, of course. Oh, there's the new signage. It'll always be friggin' Dundas. I don't care what anybody says. I don't normally make videos inside shopping malls, even though I've kind of been doing that. Hopefully it won't pick up any copyright music. Of course, you know, at the Eaton Center we have the big Christmas tree, and they have their light and snow show in the afternoons and evenings. We won't see any of that right now. Starbucks. I don't think, maybe after lunch, I'm gonna check out another mall. It's either gonna be Yorkdale or Sherway Gardens. We'll see about that. We will see. I was expecting it to be even busier. Unless this was like an hour and a half ago. I mean, I woke up kind of late. I accidentally turned off my alarm for 7:18. So I left slightly later. Okay, you know what? Let's go upstairs. We're gonna wrap up the video. Oh, doing something here. Oh, CBC. I guess they're documenting Black Friday. So anyway, guys. Oh yeah, there's the Christmas tree here. And I'm gonna wrap it up. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Happy holidays to each and every one of y'all. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, adios, and peace out. Bye-bye.